Yeah, for almost 16 years, we've been promised the moon. Well, when we look at the economy and trying to put food on the table and keep our jobs open, when we're thinking about education for our kids, how we're going to get some health care, the pollution, well, you and I both know the difference between a moon and a flashlight.
Rain Menz is the people's candidate for the Texas State Senate in District 16. After visiting with 500 to 700 residents each week, Rain understands the pulse of the community.
One of the biggest issues, which it doesn't matter where I go in the district or who I'm talking to, it is the economy. How I'm going to put food on the table, how we're going to take care of our kids and pay these insurance rates. That's what people are worried about.
I don't know about y'all, but the last couple of years this economy has kicked me and my business around pretty bad. Now, I need somebody in Austin who understands this. John Carona, he lives in a $7 million house in the Park Cities. I don't think he completely gets it. Rain Menz, she's out here knocking doors every day. I think she understands, and that's why I'm supporting her.
When the special interests are represented, we've seen that. What we need is for people to be represented. The failure to think about the people's interest and do something is deplorable and unacceptable in a legislator.
I'm supporting Rain Menz because, first of all, she believes in public service and good public policy and has a social conscience. She is not a candidate that will only promote the interest of big business and act like a lobbyist. She is there for the people.
It costs about $50 to fill up my car with gas. My husband's costs about $80. Now, the price of gas, it's not just our cars, but it's going to be our businesses, it's plastics, construction, groceries. All of it's kind of a connected chain reaction. So if you raise the gas tax, you raise all these prices right and left. Carona wants to raise the gas tax. I don't.
Rain is a smart, tough former Texas Assistant Attorney General, and as a federal tax defense attorney, she deals with the IRS, so you know she'll be able to handle anything Austin can throw at her. As an active volunteer in the area, she has worked with many of you in projects ranging from parents' associations to the Salvation Army.
I'm impressed with her credentials. I'm impressed with Rain's zeal to run for this office, which is a tough office against a tough campaigner.
As a parent, one of my biggest fears is the possibility that I could be taking one of my kids to the emergency room with an asthma attack. And this is becoming a real scary reality. For instance, right now, our kids are 75% more likely to suffer from asthma because of the pollution. This isn't right, and it's got to change. And it's not even just our kids, it's the elderly too. For instance, I go to a lot of doors and I talk to a lot of people that are elderly in our district. One of the really common things is this. I knock on the door and the person comes over and they've got the oxygen tubes and tied to the canister, and I'll see on the sign, it says, no smoking, oxygen in use. This is an epidemic, and we've got to do something now. For 16 years, we've been represented by someone who hasn't done what was necessary to get the job done. It's overdue, and it needs to happen now.
We've been supporting her since she started, and we think she'd be good for riches.
The most important thing for a state senator to do is to represent the interests of the people. Now I walk and talk to a lot of people almost 7 days a week in this district. The number one issue is the economy. How are we going to pay our bills and keep our businesses open? It doesn't take a fancy survey to figure that out. We need representation in Austin that's about us.
So I like Rain Menz. I think that somebody who is ready to take on insurance companies, one of my pet peeves is insurance rates and the fact that they just keep rising every year. So somebody that's willing to take on the insurance companies here in Texas is something that is very close to my heart. And the fact that Rain is running for District 16 is something that makes me very proud. She's going to get my vote, and I'm very happy to support her.
I'm a native Texan, and this is the district that my family picked to call home. You know, my husband and I and our 2 kids, well, both of them were born just up the street at Baylor. And this is such a wonderful place. The people, the food, the industry. This is an honor to be here, but we got to protect it. We got to make sure that people can have a right standard of living and get by, pay the bills, and keep their businesses open. And you know, the other thing is, the state senator, it's not about a title. It's about a love of community and doing what's right for our kids and our elderly. This is home.
We've been very strong supporters of Democratic candidates, and she seems to articulate to me a lot of the values that I hold very important.
You know, and things that Rain talked about tonight, like pollution and things in the environment, are issues that we hold dear for ourselves and our kids.
Now, there are 2 types of cement. The type that causes horrible air pollution and the type that's not so bad. And they cost exactly the same amount. Now, the state of Texas is the largest purchaser of cement here. Why are we buying so much of the toxic stuff? Well, you should ask my opponent. He's in charge of it.
Rain will make a great addition to the Texas Senate. Check out her website at rainfortexas.com. This is about more than revoking John Carona's lifetime contract with the Senate. This is about electing Rain Mins. Please vote for Rain for Texas State Senate.